to show y'all something that I don't think y'all are ready to see.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? As y'all can tell, we are not fishing today. However, I have something that I think y'all are gonna be excited about, and something that I am extremely excited about. You might know what it is just off the intro, but if you don't, you'll figure out very soon. But without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Alright, before I get into the actual video, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. For those of y'all who have been watching my videos, thank you so much. It means a lot to me, especially in, the current situation I'm in. If y'all are just tuning in now and don't know the situation, I actually had a garage fire and lost my old kayak, lost basically every piece of fishing equipment I've ever owned. It was not a good situation. Just now got in this new kayak, wasted no time making a video out of it, and I'm really excited to share this experience with y'all. I think that's all I got to talk about. So now that we got all that out of the way, let's jump into it. We're gonna start from bow to stern. If y'all want me to, I will make a video on my trailer, but we're only going to be talking about the kayak today. Like I said, I wasted no time making a video. Alright, y'all, starting at the bow, y'all can see that I have a Burley Pro keel guard. Basically, most of y'all know what it does, but basically it just sits on the keel of your kayak to protect it. Pretty self-explanatory. I would 100% recommend getting one of these if y'all haven't already. By the way, I will link everything in the comments that's on my kayak currently. So anyways, getting one of these is way cheaper than, repairing your kayak or getting a whole new kayak because yours got broke on the keel. It's just one of those things that you just really need to do when you purchase a new kayak. Moving forward, this front hatch I'm really excited about because if y'all noticed, I didn't have a front hatch on my other kayak. My other kayak was a Van Hunks Elite Pro Angler, for those of y'all that were wondering. If y'all have any questions on that kayak, you can DM me on Instagram. There's a lot of things that I know about that kayak. Loved it. This is an upgrade for me. It was a great kayak. I loved it a lot, but this is just kind of my upgrade. What I keep in this front hatch is just not a lot of stuff right now, but PFD, just extra attachments for the kayak, Yak Attack, all that. What I like about this front hatch is that it's got like this nice durable seal, so it'll keep everything in here dry, hopefully. So that's about it for the front of the kayak. Moving on to the actual cockpit of the kayak. Horizontal rod storage for me is huge. I really like, you know, sitting my kayaks on the front deck. You know, sitting my kayaks on the front deck to be able to get to them easily. Specifically, you know, following up frog bites, all that. So that's a really, really nice touch that Hobie added that I love. One of the things that I'm also extremely excited about, which is basically the heart of the kayak, is the Mirage Drive 360. I had the Mirage Drive 180 in my other boat, which I loved having, you know, reverse. The Van Hunks Drive does not have reverse, so I upgraded it to the Hobie Drive with reverse, which was definitely a good option for those of y'all who are, you know, thinking about that. One really cool thing about this pedal drive is when you turn this handle that is on top of your rudder handle, you can actually turn the pedal drive whatever direction you want. Most of y'all know, you know, about this, but for those of y'all who don't, I'm explaining it. Turn it, you know, east, southwest, northeast, you know, west, north, all that. I think it's amazing for specifically, you know, battling the wind. It's just really great for being able to stay in position while you're fishing. Some of the attachments I have here, you know, cup holder for all kinds of cup holder stuff. Like, I don't usually use cup holders for cups. I put you know, junk plastics in there, all that. This was actually another attachment that I got. It holds my pliers and has this retractable lanyard in it, which is awesome because I'm always in fear of losing my pliers, so that's great. This is what I put my phone on, you know, for taking pictures on Tourney X and all that. A bunch of people use it. It's the Rogue Fishing Company phone tether. I have it in green. They have all kinds of colors. Has this really, really good carabiner, all that. So I would definitely recommend getting that. Moving to this hatch right here. The kayak does not come with this bucket. It comes with a Plano box holder kind of thing. I got this pretty recently. I got, you know, screwdriver, scissors, sunscreen, dye pins. It's just a really great kind of day box thing. It's also waterproof, has a nice seal on it, and it's just really nice to have. It's super sturdy, so you're not gonna have any problem standing on it, flare fishing, all that. Seat. So this seat is pretty crazy. It's almost like a car seat. You have these like barrel adjusters, I think is what they're called. You can actually raise and lower your seat, and then you can control how far your seat leans back. It's overall a pretty cool seat. Another thing is these pull cords for, there's a lot of stuff that I've never had on this before. So this is your rudder pull cord. Y'all can see under there, there's actually a transducer guardian shield that you can pull up. I will put it on screen right now. Anyways, here is your skeg. I don't know of any other kayak that has a skeg. I'll also put that on screen right now. It helps you in the wind. Like, it's a drastic difference when you put that skeg down. I've noticed it. It's pretty crazy. This kickstand, actually, when you pull on it, it puts your seat in lower position. You gotta sit forward on this, and then you pull this and your seat goes down into low position, which I think is pretty cool. I don't use it very often, but I think it's a really nice touch. So, measuring board. I'm one of those people who, you know, if something works, there's no reason to change it. I had the Ketch Carbonate. It was great, but, you know, had to get a new one. And I kind of saw these when they came out, and I was like, oh, that's neat, but I mean, there's no reason to get a new one. Had a reason to get a new one, so I did. I really like this board, actually. You have to get this with it. It does not come with it. So you can do 2 identifier cards on this, and then you have these coal indicators for what your 3 smallest fish are, which I think is extremely neat. I'm always going back in Tourney X to see what my fish are, and right here I don't have to do that anymore, so that's a really nice touch. And then you have this mirror right here, just to show that your fish is touching the board, to get anything out of the way of your picture not being correct on Tourney X or anything like that. Moving further backward, something that is very temporary right now, I have this YOLO stick as my camera mount currently. The thing that's temporary is this, these are winter socks that I'm using right now to put in my flush mount rod holder to keep it steady. It's working actually pretty well right now. You'll see it in an upcoming video. I really like this actual camera mount though. It's extendable all the way up to there, which is pretty high. So that's neat. Has this ram bowl that, you know, you can turn really any way you want. So overall, YOLO stick for kayak filming, I like it. It actually is to plug into your backlight on a bass boat or whatever kind of boat. I have not used that yet just because I don't have one of those on my kayak, but I'm probably going to install one, because you plug that into your light hole and it actually gets the power from that, and you can run USB chargers in this straight to your camera. So I thought that was actually really neat. Hobies come with these paddle holders. I really like that because it keeps it out of the way up here. There's nothing like going off the side of your kayak. You split your paddle and just stays right here. Yak Stack Black Box, every bunch of people use it. I use it. I used the short stack, loved it, just haven't got one yet. Here's a look on the inside of my Blackback. Not a whole lot of stuff right now because, you know, something that I'm actually doing new that I actually am enjoying is using spinner bait boxes for my plastics. So they fit all your plastics pretty well. It's not even close to being filled up. Like, there's plenty of room for all kinds of plastics in there, and I think I'm definitely going to be utilizing that when I get a short stack and more everything, you know. Moving further back, on the handle right here, I have this Yak Attack H-Rail adapter that I'm going to be putting a flag in. With these H-Rails, you know, you can't use track-mounted accessories, which is kind of, you know, unfortunate, but you have a Hobie, and they have a lot of really great accessories. Just one thing that you got to do is, if you want to use track attachments, you got to get a adapter. I know this Yak Attack one is super solid. It's not going to move unless the entire, you know, handle moves. I know Rail Blaza makes a really good one. There's a lot of adapters out there, and they're not super expensive. Another thing that I'm going to, you know, put on pretty quickly. I said I didn't really have everything put together, but these cradles for Hobie, I actually really like these things. I've tested them out. They are literally molded to, you know, the shape of your kayak. So you put these on your trailer, and it's like having a straight, like, mold of the bottom of your kayak, so that holds it really well. I'm gonna put those on right when I put my keel guard on. I really like these. I recommend using them. They hold your kayak on the trailer super well. I'm not gonna have any fear of my kayak going anywhere when those are on. I think that's about it. I'm so excited about this kayak, y'all. I'm gonna be making a video here very soon for y'all to watch fishing in this. But other than that, thank y'all for watching. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.